With most state elections over, at least for the next 2 years, Georgia lawmakers turning their eyes to a different kind of race. Hello, everyone. I'm Paige Tucker. You're watching NBC 26 News at 6. Well, Georgia's state leaders debating whether to legalize racehorse gambling in Georgia. NBC 26's Lauren Walsh spoke to some of our local representatives today and to a local horse racing champ to see what kind of impact this could have on the state. Lauren?
Hey, Paige. Well, Paige.
Thanks, Lauren. As the Powerball jackpot soars, Georgia lottery officials say they're working to get equipment operational again. Some lottery machines and gas stations across the state were not working over the weekend. Lottery officials didn't say how widespread the outages were or provide many other details. Online lottery sales were also scheduled to start over the weekend, and officials were looking into reports of issues surrounding that launch as well. Wednesday's Powerball jackpot, $425 million. Augusta commissioners turning down a proposal to hike Sunday alcohol license fees. Since April, stores and restaurants have been selling alcohol on Sundays under their existing licenses. The proposal voted down today would have increased business costs more than $1,300 a year.
We raised the fees 10%.
The increased fee was estimated to bring in an additional $104,000 in new revenue for the city. In our NBC 26 crime alert tonight, Aiken County dispatchers say someone was shot on 5th Street. Police are still actively searching for the shooter tonight. We're told the victim was taken to the hospital, but there's no word on their condition. Jackson Middle School students nearby were escorted out of the school one by one. We have a crew on the scene and we'll bring you more information as we get it. A second man has now been arrested and charged with murder after a Thanksgiving Day shooting in McDuffie County. Ron Joe Hudson is in jail without bond tonight. Sheriff's investigators believe he, along with James McGuyton, shot and killed Kenneth Seek Jr. Seek's body was found in the woods along Marshall Church Road. The GBI, along with the sheriff's office, investigating the death together.
Investigation is continuing.
Hudson was arrested in Richmond County during a traffic stop. Well, local gun shop owners say they've seen an increase in gun sales since President Obama's re-election, and they're continuing to climb after Thanksgiving. Gun shop owner Stephen Fishman says it's panic buying. He says the day after the election, sales started going through the roof. He says they tapered after a few weeks and then jumped again Black Friday. Fishman says this is a first for him.
Well, with the political
Stephen says Black Friday is usually a big day for the mall, and the spike in sales at his shop surprised him. He believes it could be a good indicator of a successful holiday season for his business. Happening right now in Columbia County, NBC 26 has learned that the finalist for the Columbia County's next school superintendent is Sandra Caraway. Caraway is the current deputy superintendent for the county. Another candidate was up for consideration but withdrew his name and did not come to the interview tonight. Current Superintendent Charles Nagel announced his retirement earlier this year. NBC 26 does have a crew at the meeting, and we'll hear more from Caraway tonight at 11. Augusta commissioners moving forward on a stormwater utility fee. The engineering committee gave the thumbs up to start looking into hiring consultants and determining costs to implement that fee. City engineers have been pushing the fee to maintain and improve the city's aging storm drainage system. If the full commission approves next week, engineers say the fee would not begin until 2014 at the earliest. A proposed new construction project would bring jobs and tax revenue to Aiken. The city council reconsidering a proposed hotel on Whiskey Road. Plans for the complex were originally voted down because of concerns of traffic in a nearby neighborhood. But developers are presenting a new plan that eliminates that problem, we're told. City officials say this project could bring $30 million into the city.
It's going to bring jobs to the city, everybody.
Council holding its first reading of the proposal at tonight's meeting. We'll be sure to keep you updated on what they discuss. Also in Aiken, a program to revitalize a neighborhood could cost the city big bucks because it owns 35 homes in Crosland Park. The neighborhood was originally built to house workers at SRS and has declined over the past several decades. City leaders hope to clean it up by renovating houses and selling them for about $100,000 apiece. But that price tag seems to be too high for the neighborhood's low to moderate income market.
I think some of the...
And while those homes have a higher price tag, they are updated to be energy efficient with new appliances and hardwood floors. Parts of Walton Way were backed up today after a crash that left hundreds without power. It happened near the intersection of Walton Way and Oberlin Road. Richmond County Dispatch tells NBC 26 it was a single car wreck that caused those power lines to fall across the road. Georgia Power crews say about 635 customers were without power early this afternoon.
Degrees. But I tell you what, Paige, that 25 this morning was on the chilly side.
I know. Last night going to bed, the house was chilly, and then today it got a lot warmer.
It was nice.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Well, hopefully you saved a lot of money over the weekend with all the Black Friday sales, and maybe you had a little left over to help a neighbor. Our friends at the Salvation Army remind you that they'll be out and about across Georgia, Carolina. The change you drop into the red kettles will go to help make beds available to the area's homeless and provide a meal to the hungry. It's not just during the holidays either, but all year long they need it.
People in this community are able to give.
And you can make a child's Christmas special as well. The Angel Tree allows for people to buy requested toys and gifts for area families in need. You can learn more about the Angel Tree at Augusta Mall and area Walmarts. Coming up next, it can be hard to find a job these days for any of us, but it's even